Hello, open hailing frequencies. Star Trek Rizon is live. I am joined by some awesome friends here. I am your game master, Josh. I am joined by Captain Santiago, Roger Noriega. I am joined by the first officer, D.A. Roberts, Commander Endilev.
Endilev. Indeed.
They will be being joined by two other crew members below here very shortly, as they are currently en route to Narendra Station. Now, let me also preface that we are playing Star Trek Adventures. This is All Tower Media, and we are going to be getting into a really, really fun game of some Star Trek. I hope all of you really enjoy, and we're all kind of learning this at the same time, so rules may get a little fuddled. We may just go story at some points, and we're just going to do what we do. So I'm going to have Roger and DA introduce their characters, kind of a little bit about their characters, and then we're just kind of going to ease into the story. This first episode is called Signals of Star Trek Rizon. Roger, you want to introduce Captain Santiago and what he might be doing en route to Narendra Station?
Well, good evening, one and all. Thank you for having me here. Of course, I am Captain. I'm playing a human character. I guess I'm going to go with the bio of what I have. I was born, allegedly, on a frontier colony. And
Allegedly born?
Yes, allegedly. And I am allergic to Retnex 5. That's why I'm unable to function without these prescription items. But I have recently been given command of this ship, and it is the ship is brand new, if I'm not mistaken.
It's about a year so old, year and a half. Yeah, okay. You were the first crew to take it out. You even did the shakedown and then took over its full mission and took it out to the Beta Quadrant in the Shackleton Expanse.
As I understand, we are heading towards the Shackleton Expanse, and I chose my first officer because he was a little bit of history about him. I guess, well, he can introduce himself, but this is my giving him an opportunity to, well, be my first officer, right? If I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He came with a glowing recommendation from a letter from the commander.
That's right.
Of Deep Space Nine, Benjamin Sisko.
Yes.
He needs a place to work out what he needs to work out.
Did you want to the time frame? When is this taking place?
This takes place in 2371. Matter of fact, the events of Star Trek Generations just has happened within hours. Matter of fact, Captain Santiago, you're probably in your ready room and have gotten a briefing over secure comms of the events of what took place on the planet, and knowing that Kirk has now been found and lost, dead, and that that's kind of where that stands. Commander, you're probably, if he's in the ready room, I imagine you are on. You have the con. Go ahead and introduce Commander Endilev. Man, I'm going to mess those letters up.
Invalid.
Over my shoulder. My character is an Andorian. His name is his commander. He's a full commander, Gravis Endilev. He's a student of the Ushan, which is Andorian honor dueling. Thus, the scar over his eye. He served with Ben Sisko at the Battle of Wolf 359 on the USS Saratoga. As one of the few survivors of that battle from the Saratoga. He was a security officer on Saratoga and wound up serving alongside the people that fought in that battle. And it was after that battle that he came to get to know Roger's character.
Absolutely.
The
So-
Endilev family on Andor are known as vintners. They brew Andorian ale, which is known throughout the quadrant, but the best they keep at home. So Endilev ale is actually highly sought after, but he left that life because he wanted to pursue a career as in Starfleet, and he sees himself as a modern day warrior.
All right. And as I said, the USS Rizon is currently en route. You were patrolling the Shackleton Expanse and received a subspace message from the ops department that your crew transfers are ready.
The USS.
And so you are en route to pick up your new chief of security, a Caitian, and a science officer who will be your senior science officer on A crew, and part of your senior staff. Commander and the captain have seen his dossier, and one of the few Ferengi in Starfleet. So you will be picking them up shortly. We will get to them here in just a moment. So you guys are, like I said, currently en route, and also, Captain, you received a secondary message to come see Admiral April Ebert. She's one of the co-commanders of this station. The other commander would be General Kargan, a Klingon. Narendra Station is about 60% Klingon. This actually is named for the USS Narendra that was destroyed by the Romulans. Law of Klingon loss of life took place here. So it's an homage to that event, and the loss of the Enterprise C during that event as well. So you guys are currently en route, probably less than an hour away. And at that point, we will shift over to our two members on station currently waiting. Lieutenant Nn'Darr, or did I pronounce that correct?
That's right. Nn'Darr.
You've probably, I would assume, you don't seem to strike me as one that would be idle too much, probably assisting with local security, just filling in where you can.
Either that or studying the specifications for the Rizon.
You probably would have been getting access to dossiers as well.
Yeah, finding out more about the CO, the XO, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, mission prep.
Yep. You would have received a mission profile, probably a list of crew, the complements, which is quite nice. It's a beautiful carrier battle boat. The USS Rizon is ready to handle themselves out in the Expanse. And Lieutenant Zeba, what have you been doing the last couple days around the station?
Reading. Lots and lots and lots and lots of reading.
Lots of reading. Sounds like a good science boy. All right. So you guys both receive individual hails from the personnel department that your ship is en route and should be here within moments. And you are to report to the docking bay.
Pack up what little stuff I've got with me, if it isn't already, and head for the assigned docking bay.
Which is interesting because they could bring them in and dock them, or they can beam, but seems like they're choosing to bring the ship in.
Cool. Get a rare opportunity to actually see one of the girls from the outside.
You'll be able to see it kind of coast in and come in. Narendra Station looks a lot like Station 001 at Earth. Just imagine the top half. It doesn't have the bottom half of the station. Very similar in shape and size, though, of the top half. Commander, you your favorite your favorite guy, is your ensign turns around and kind of gives you a kind of a cocky grin. Ensign Taylor. Commander, coming in, dropping out of warp. Narendra Station, just ahead.
Clear. Communications contact station control. Advise we are on a final approach. Receive docking coordinates. Bridge to Captain Santiago.
Go ahead.
Sir, we are approaching the station.
Excellent. ETA to dock.
Look over the.
Look over what?
Look it over at helm. Like.
Give or take a few minutes.
Could you be a little more precise, please?
7.5 minutes, sir.
Having a little trouble there, X?
Nothing I can't handle, sir.
He just turns back around and starts hitting his buttons, and he brings up Narendra Station. Narendra Station, this is Ensign Taylor of USS Rizon, requesting permission to dock, and they give clearance. Open up the doors. You guys start sliding in. He initiates docking procedures. Docking complete. Docking complete, X. Good to go.
Hit the comm again. Bridge to Captain Santiago. We are docked.
Excellent. Didn't feel any bumps. Good job, X. Is this your first official docking?
Negative, sir.
Just wanted to be certain. All right. Remember, I'm placing you in charge of the engines. Engineering is going to belong to you. I'm going to hold you responsible for keeping the engines in tip-top shape. I want you to get ready. We're going to be on our next mission. I've got to go in. I got to see 2 people, and I think we're going to have quite a few people joining the cruise shortly. So I expect to be gone, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 minutes. And you never know. I might bring you along, Commander. So,
aye, sir.
I got to go talk to them right now. Go ahead and prepare a site transport. Actually, request from the Admiral if I could beam into the office before we do it. And then arrange site-to-site transport, please.
Relay the communications.
All right. You kind of look over your shoulder back at Ops, the Tellarite.
Let's look at the Tellarite and nod. Like, proceed.
Lieutenant Glove goes, "Aye, sir." He brings up the Admiral's assistant, ensign, and he requests and is approved to be outside. And then Captain Santiago, Lieutenant Glove.
Go ahead.
Site to site, ready for transport.
Do it.
Engaging. The beam of light. And then you appear in the front office of the Admiral.
Good afternoon.
And a Vulcan assistant ensign comes up to you and goes, "Sir, this way." She's expecting. And he asks you into the office, and you see the Admiral, who you've met several times, waiting for you. She kind of just points to a chair.
Thank you, Admiral.
We'll swing back over to that conversation here in just a moment. The ship gets a hail. The ensign Taylor turns around and says, "Sir, personnel is contacting us."
On screen.
You see the screen lights up. You see a human man, Lieutenant Junior Grade. Commander, I have your crew transfers, which you know is multiple enlisted crew, some civilians back and forth, but 2 senior officers are ready to come aboard.
Understood. I'll meet them at the primary airlock.
Okay. Narendra Station out.
Who's the ops guy? What was his name again?
It is Lieutenant Commander. Well,
what was it?
L.
Turn to him and say, "Commander, you have the con."
Sir. He steps down.
Head for the turbo lift, and head for the main airlock.
As the doors close, you hear an audible sigh from the ensign. Oh, shit.
Straight in the uniform.
You arrive at the airlock. And you two
Have them officially piped on board.
Oh, okay.
Have a yeoman stand by and pipe them on board.
Okay, you contact the yeoman. Yeoman is there waiting. You two are at the other side of the airlock as it opens. You see an Andorian male waiting for you there. A nice thick scar below his right eye, and a young human female. As you step aboard, she announces both of your names. First, you, Lieutenant Nn'Darr, and then you, Lieutenant Zeba, who is, imagine, trailing slightly behind the Caitian, who is like 6'9". You're pretty tall.
Caitians are rather slight. He's almost as tall as an average humanoid, so probably about 1.8 meters or so.
Gotcha.
But bigger than they would expect for a Caitian.
Gotcha. And
Blackford.
Go ahead and introduce your character.
He was born on a Caitian colony near Orion space. His most recent exploits was he was on a ship called the USS Gladius, and it was captured by Orion pirates, and the survivors of the crew were taken to be slaves. They were able to engineer an escape and steal back their ship and went back to Federation space. He got a commendation, a promotion, and reassignment to the Rizon. And he go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'll turn to the commander and say, "Permission to come aboard, sir."
Granted.
Hold out the isolated chip, my transfer papers, sir.
Taken.
All right. And you step aside, and Commander, you now see a short, large-eared Starfleet troll. Good old Ferengi. How does Lieutenant tell us a little bit about Lieutenant Zeba?
Ferengi from a frontier colony. I am very fascinated with science and technologies, and I have lots of useful information as a result of it.
How does he look right now as he comes aboard?
Flustered, but carrying several data pads. I have a whole bunch of them just in a side.
Would probably be generous, or not generous enough, rather.
Yes, I would say probably somewhere in the realm of excessive. I have several.
Okay. And you step before the Andorian?
Yes, and I will provide my transfer papers as well.
Take those. Welcome aboard.
Thank you, sir.
Your duty stations will both be on the bridge. Crew assignments are in the computer. I expect to see you on the bridge in an hour.
Absolutely.
Dismissed.
Aye, sir.
All right. After you guys will then follow the yeoman, who will then also assign you to crew quarters and takes you those. We now will slide back to Captain Santiago. Captain, how's the Shackleton Expanse treating you?
Well, Admiral, as you know, we've just arrived, and we're looking forward to spending some time. And we're receiving some new crew members, and looking forward to getting them up to speed shortly. I'm really looking forward to my new ex as well. I know he's had some issues in the past, but I'm looking forward to it. His pedigree is quite clear, both from his planet and good old Captain Sisko.
Yes. Sisko. We can only use his experience out here. But he's needed where he is. I'm just dealing with that red-headed brick of a general. Now, you probably heard. Kargan is not the easiest to work with. But, you know, what Klingon is?
None,
yeah. Well, I actually have a mission for you.
I didn't expect otherwise, Admiral. Go ahead. What is it?
Pleasantries aside, we do have a serious situation. We had a runabout go missing that was doing a little bit of an exploration. The Susquehanna was dispatched to investigate the Carina Nebula, a little ways into the Shackleton Expanse, and unfortunately, we have lost contact with the system. We are receiving some strange signals from the area that they disappeared, but while we have established those signals, we're not quite sure the source or the nature of these signals. I would like you to retrace their steps and find our people. And if possible, also figure out what's going on with this interesting signal that we can't seem to identify.
How long ago did this runabout go missing officially?
It has officially been missing for a little over a week now, which is not uncommon when they beam down to planets. Sometimes signals in the transmissions in the Shackleton Expanse can be spotty, so we give them some time to reestablish contact. A week is pushing it.
Yeah, it is. Anyone aboard it that we need to know about?
A standard science fair. Just a couple of scientists and engineers and a security personnel for obvious reasons.
Okay, yeah, of course. I'm not sure what the complement on a runabout is, but it's not that many.
No, you 2 scientists, an engineer, and 1 security person.
Okay, understood.
They were just going to make some quick readings, and we would like them back.
All right, understood. What do we know about these signals?
Beyond the fact that they are repeating in some strange manner, not very much. It is completely alien to us. All the more reason we would like to not only get our people back, but also send someone to possibly investigate.
When did we detect these signals? Before or after the loss of the Susquehanna?
We detected about officially the same time. Unofficially, they were there for the same reason. We wanted to have more information before we made that a little more public, but we didn't want to rouse any undue nervousness. You know how stuff. But out here in the Wild West, do what we got to do, Captain.
I've taken a look at the stellar topography. I have the charts. I have a rough idea where it is, so I'm going to replan myself. But who should I expect that might get in the way of this mission, sir? Ma'am. Oh, no. Yes, sir.
Yeah. She looks at you and goes, well, as I said, the Wild West could be anyone. Ryans, Romulans, rogue Klingons, pirates. Pick one. We're at the edge of Beta Quadrant. Could be anybody.
Understood, Admiral.
You do know that this little pocket of Federation space exists between the Romulan Empire on the back door, the Klingon Empire, and the Shackleton Expanse. So it's literally an outpost in the Wild West.
Yeah, it really is. I told you, I have the maps.
Yeah, it's right out there. It's right out there at oh god, brain fart. The planet that took place in Generation.
Viridian 3.
Viridian 3. It's very close to that.
All right.
So would we be called to take take part in rescue operations of the crew?
No. They have had that handled. They need you to do this based off of you're not really rescue ops, though you can rescue up to 4,000 people on the ship. But your main profile, you're kind of the tip of the spear out here. You're designed to protect, patrol, and support. So you're the Shackleton squad car.
Admiral, have we heard anything about the USS Voyager? Because I noticed you're referencing a Janeway phrase, the Wild Wild West. Any news on the USS Voyager?
Unfortunately, no. I know that you had a little history with her back at Academy. I know it would be nice to hear something, but unfortunately, we haven't
Well,
heard much.
It was completely professional, Admiral. Please.
Oh, I didn't.
Let's keep
You
that in
know,
mind.
I just meant I know that you were familiar.
Yeah, good old Big Red. Sure do.
She was quite a character.
Yes.
I hope we get her back.
Definitely.
But that's all I have for you right now. I would like, once your crew transfers are complete, any resupplies that you need are done. Onward.
How soon do you want us out of here?
When those are complete.
Okay, fair enough.
Like I
Understood,
said,
Admiral.
it's been a week. I need our people back. Or at
Got
least
it.
answered.
Is General Kargan, should I go meet him, or will he beam aboard the ship?
You're more than welcome to go meet him. I
Ah.
suggest you just resupply and go.
All right, fair enough. Admiral,
I have
once
enough
again,
meetings with that beautiful Klingon.
well, since we're so close to the Romulans, I don't understand why you just refer to him as a Patak. See what happens.
Are you gonna get him and I arguing again?
Oh, yeah, last time it was fun. But far be it from me to be the arbiter of succession in this one.
Well, Francis, good hunting.
Indeed, Admiral, thank you. We're on our way. X, I'm on my way. See if you can. I've got to take care of some business, but I'll be aboard the ship in about 5 minutes. I prepare for a executive staff meeting. We're going to go over what we're going to have to do in the next few days.
Hi, sir.
Santiago out.
Okay.
Bye, Admiral.
She nods and gets back to data pad of her own. Where are you heading?
Me
I
or
am.
him?
I'm now heading outside. I'm taking just a quick power stroll to the ship. I'm not
Okay.
leaving back.
Gotcha.
So I'm making my way back to the ship.
All right, Lieutenant Nn'Darr, you have been shown your crew quarters. Where are you reporting to the bridge?
Yeah, drop off my personal effects and head for the bridge.
Okay. All right, and Lieutenant Zeba.
Same. Dropping off personal effects and then collecting my data pads to head to the bridge. That's where we were told to be.
All right, Commander. It's not too long before the turbolift doors open and your two new senior staff members emerge.
Okay. Something he'd note about my Caitian is immediately scans the room for any signs of any problems or anything. I mean, he's very alert.
You see a very tidy bridge. Everyone seems to be operating efficiently. Though, go ahead. Let's make our first roll. I would like you to make, since we're not rolling yet, I'd like you to make a insight, security, or command. You choose.
Who?
This would be Nn'Darr.
Okay.
So it would be insight, and then you can choose either security or command. It's going to be a difficulty of 1. And you just roll your regular 2.
You said insight.
And you can
security,
choose
or
security or command, whichever's higher for you.
Okay, that'd be security.
Okay. And then hit the task roll chevron there.
And do I get a modifier for my environmental awareness?
Yeah, go ahead and hit yes on focus use. That would definitely apply in this case.
Okay, so task roll. How many dice am I rolling here?
2.
2.
And no change to complication. It should still be 1. All right, 3 successes, which means you generated 2 momentum. I will go ahead and pop that on there for you guys. That's kind of why I wanted to do it, get you guys some momentum generated. So as you're stepping on the bridge, Lieutenant, you take your quick look around. Everything looks great. And yet, you see the back of the helmsman, the ensign. You can tell he's human, at least appears human from this angle. He just has a little bit of a slouch, a little bit of a drop on his shoulder that might indicate a little swagger. Maybe not the most professional ensign on board. That's what you can gather from that look. He just holds himself a little differently.
But nothing that seems threatening.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Head over to this tactical station.
Okay. Tactical station is actually centered behind the captain. Kind of raised. I don't know if you guys remember the bridge I sent you guys. Zeba, you step on board the bridge.
Yes.
Are you gonna use your Ferengi voice?
Where would I be sitting?
Commander. Endilev. DA.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at something.
No.
Just pointed science.
So front, right next to the ensign down front, it's kind of an L-shaped console. You sit on one side, he sits on the other.
I'm gonna go set up my data pads.
How many fall on your way down there?
Do I need a roll for that?
No, I want you to describe your trip from the turbo lift to the. It can be controlled.
I have
like bandoliers,
cross satchels with data pads, and then I have several in my arms.
Very nice. You sit down.
Yes. I'm going to position several of them that I know that I'm going to need, like in my workspace.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. The human next to you kind of ensign looks at you and goes, Ensign Taylor. God, he sees your fangs and just kind of, hi. It goes back to otherwise known as busy work. He's not really doing anything, but looks like he's doing something.
He's playing Gallica.
Yeah. All right.
For the record, I'm doing my system diagnostics and making sure everything's shipshape.
Yep. Up next to you, actually right behind you on the master display, is a Tellarite. He turns to you and says, "Lieutenant, it's
what's his rank?
Lieutenant Commander."
Commander.
He looks at you and goes, "Global."
Nn'Darr.
Never met a Caitian before. Hopefully we get along. Or maybe not. He says that with a smile.
Give him a semi-amused flick of the ear if he knows how to interpret that. Caitians don't have the most mobile of faces.
Right. He just kind of nods and goes back about his business.
Okay, we'll go back to mine.
And it's also at this time the turbolift doors open. A commander, recently promoted, Bajoran female, steps on board and walks up to you, Commander Endilev.
Commander.
Commander Tahna.
Commander.
Was the previous Chief of Security. Well, I guess it's that time, sir. Well, can I call you Travis?
You're quite certain I can't talk you into staying.
I've been wanting this promotion for so long.
I can't hear you. You're fading out.
Sorry, I turned away from my mic.
You should talk to your mic.
I've wanted my own ship for so long. She was actually given command of a smaller ship, and this is the road. This is the road I got to take.
I understand. I wish you nothing but the best of luck.
And you, is the captain around?
No, he's not on the ship. He should be returning shortly. We have a senior staff meeting scheduled in 5 minutes.
As much as I will miss those, I need to get going.
In fact, type that out and have the computer send messages to every member of the senior staff to be in the meeting room in 5 minutes.
Of which the 3 on board, which are 10 feet away from you. Aye, sir.
What about the chief engineer?
No, the chief.
You just froze up.
3. I said the 3, but yeah, there's Chief Med and Chief of Engineering got those as well. You get a text response from Engineer, and a text response is, "Sure, sir." And Chief Medical Officer, older Denobulan, I will be there promptly, sir.
Excellent.
Tahna turns to you, Nn'Darr, with a very stern face. Very stern Bajoran who's seen some shit face. Take care of my ship. Take care of my crew.
I will, Commander.
Don't make me come back.
I wish you the best of luck on your new assignment,
Thank you.
and may you walk with the prophets.
She's kind of taken aback and says, as you. She turns on a heel. Taylor?
I didn't know she was. I didn't know she was leaving. He would have arranged to have a gift for her. If I didn't know you were actually going to do that. Open like the panel or whatever he had it stashed, and give her one of the Andorian dueling knives.
You've never seen. She shows emotion, like when you're off duty, and it's minimal. You know,
something for your new ready room.
She cracks just momentarily, and then straightens. Just don't put one in Taylor's back. She says that close, just so only two of you can hear.
It will take supreme effort, but I will try.
She turns and gives that salutation to Taylor, and then looks at the new science officer, kind of with cocked head. Looks at you. Good luck with that.
You'll probably see both of his antenna just pitch forward. Like, yeah.
She makes her way to the airlock, and as the turbolift doors close, she just. Okay. About this time, it opens again, and Chief of Security and Medical start heading towards the conference room.
Just nod at the three on the bridge and head for it myself.
Okay.
Leave anybody but the ensign in charge. I don't care if it's a janitor.
Ensign's following you. He's senior helm. He's on senior staff.
Oh crap!
You've gotten to know him a little bit, enough to know that comment was warranted.
When we get to the conference room briefing room, whatever call it, find a seat where I can keep my eye on the door.
Okay. And just so you know, the conference room, briefing room is directly behind Master Display. It's through a side door around behind it. There's like a room behind the bridge.
Basically the same as the Galaxy class.
Similar, yes.
Okay.
Zeba, you got the message. Do you rise and follow them? You're muted, bud.
I know. That's part of what I'm doing here.
I also pictured that.
I'm trying to determine if I need to take any of my tablets with me. These are good here, and then I'm gonna trek that direction.
So at that moment, flanking other members of the crew, auxiliary staff, step into positions where your seats were. They go in, and then Captain, as you're coming on board through the airlock, you see your former lieutenant commander, now Commander Tahna, kind of stop mid-step, smile. Captain.
Commander.
Feels good. Feels damn good.
Yes, it does. And this is just a step. You have others in your future, and in a not too distant future. I thank you, Commander, for your service to this ship and to me, and I look forward to being able to communicate with you in the future. You have my number. Contact me at will.
Oh, I may need some advice, and you always do the best.
I doubt that, Commander. You made Commander on your own.
I appreciate that. But it awaits. Good luck, sir.
And thank you. And Commander, one thing.
Yes.
Just remember, they fear you.
Damn right they do.
That's right. Captains do from time to time as well.
Hopefully not too much, sir.
Not at all. I look forward to seeing which ship you'll have in the future.
As do I. They're still narrowing it down to about 3 of the smaller ships. So I got my eyes set on one. We'll see if it works out.
You know, I got to tell you, even though this is a big ship, I envy the design of the Nova. That's a nice ship. Even though it's small, it's. I would have loved to have had it in my day, but that ship wasn't around. But anyway, Commander, I'm not going to keep you from your duties. I've already got a job by the Admiral. Duty never stops.
Enjoy. I think your new security officer is going to do just fine. He sized up pretty well.
Excellent.
Good luck with your science officer, though.
You're not in that position, and you're still sharing your advice. You're going to be calling me, I bet.
Possibly. I'll keep an eye on the reports.
Sounds fair.
Good
All
day.
right.
She steps off.
Godspeed.
You make your way to the bridge. All right, and then into the conference room.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks, X, for getting everyone ready to go. We're going to break down the mission ops to everyone in just a bit, but we have to get underway as soon as possible. We already have a mission assigned to us. X, we need to take some provisions and get the ship up and ready to go.
It's already been taken care of, sir.
Excellent. So, have the new crew members arrived?
Yes. So when you come in, you see X.
Right.
You see your ops, the Tellarite commander. I don't know why I made his name so hard to say. Glove, and you see your chief of medicine, Commander Briex, the Denobulan. Your chief, your senior helm, Ensign Taylor, and your chief engineer, Lieutenant Commander Devin Shepard.
All right, excellent. Do you want me to go over the mission briefing with them right now?
I mean, we can hand wave that. I mean, they all heard everything. Unless you want to put your own spin on it, feel free.
Just very quickly, once this meeting is over, refer to a mission brief, but we have to get underway as soon as possible. X, thank you for that. I guess if all's well and good, we will leave in the next 30 minutes and advise the Admiral that we're going to be underway. Just very quickly, this may not seem like an important mission, folks, but look at the brief. There's some odd signals involved, and you know how Starfleet is when it comes to odd and strange signals. Any questions?
Is investigating the signal our primary mission, or is it the recovery of the Susquehanna?
Actually, it will be the recovery of the Susquehanna. And once we do so, provided we're not interrupted or anything, we have to find out what the signals are. But first and foremost, recovery of the crew.
I will coordinate with the helm officer and work out a search pattern to recommend.
Thank you, Lieutenant Nn'Darr. Oh, okay.
Helm, what is a rough estimate of our ATA to the nebula?
He pulls up his pad and he checks it out. Should only take us at cruise warp. Should take us about 8 hours, sir.
Good. That gives me time to assign the following. All department heads will perform a level 1 diagnostic of all systems prior to the arrival.
Sir.
We will be ready.
Now, sir, if we get approval, we can always hit 9 and get there a little faster.
That will be at the captain's discretion.
Yeah, because typically cruising warp anywhere from 6 to 7, depending on the ship. You can always go faster with Starfleet approval or captain's gut reaction, but he's a flyboy. He wants to go fast.
I understand the Akira is not one of the newer ships, so we're limited to warp 5, aren't we? Due to what happened.
Actually, this Akira is capable of 9.2.
I understand that, but due to the speed limit imposed by Starfleet, is this one of the ships that can exceed that?
You can exceed it, and your cruising speed is
6.
Okay,
6.
fair enough. All right, X. Like I said, let's. If there are no other questions, let's make this happen. Let's go get the crew. Let's get there as soon as we can. They've been missing, so hey, who wants to be out there alone? X, make it happen. Let's go.
All right, sir. Dismissed.
They all break off. The Denobulan pulls the 2 new crew members aside. When you guys have a moment and make it down to sickbay, I would like the 2 of you to check in. Both of you.
Of course, Doctor.
And he's looking at the Ferengi and the Caitian.
You should talk to your microphone.
Can you not hear me?
Only barely sometimes.
Every time we move toward the center of the screen, we lose you.
You know what? I'm going to do this. This is going to make this so much easier on me.
Because it's
there
like
we go.
You're over here talking, and then you're like over here talking. And
How about that?
that's so much better.
All right. So when the 2 of you get a chance, please make it down to sickbay. Just general, get to know you. Get you logged in the system, do a quick physical once over. I'll see you then. I'll put on some tea or something. And he steps out. Captain.
Excellent, Doctor.
All right.
As we walk out of the briefing room, what was the ensign's name again?
Taylor.
I'll go over to Ensign Taylor. Basically start coordinating with him, working out a search pattern. Taking into account the range and speed of the runabout, last reported position, et cetera, et cetera.
Absolutely. And you guys are able to, based on that, in addition to the information that was provided by Starfleet, you're able to quickly narrow it down without even a roll. That they were checking out an M-class planet orbiting an F-type star in the Seku system.
I'm sorry, somebody was making some noise in the what system?
Seku. Seku 4, or I'm sorry, Seku 6 is actually the planet that they were last reported being near. And taking you guys about 8 hours to get to the Seku system. And we're going to go ahead, unless you guys want to do anything in between those 8 hours.
Probably not.
The diagnostic and report to the doctor.
Yeah. I guess the doctor right away, and then we can do the diagnostic.
Okay. So the captain ordered you guys to go ahead and just take care of that, get that out of the way. You guys arrive in sickbay. You see the Denobulan sitting back in his office, and then also a young man out in front. Human lieutenant, junior grade. Oh, hello. You guys must be the new crew members. Come on inside. You are Lieutenant. I always have trouble with Caitian pronunciations.
Nn'Darr.
Nn'Darr. And Lieutenant Zeba?
Yes.
Zeba?
Yes.
Okay. I am Lieutenant McCoy. Just so you know, Captain, you have the grandson of Bones on board. He's kind of doing his initial first tour, like clinicals, if you will. They do their they kind of bounce around. He's learning from your Denobulan. And go ahead. Huh?
Oh no, sorry. I said my Denobulan.
Doc would like to see you guys, and he just he come on in, have a seat. I've yet to have a Ferengi on board, so this is a treat. I have some Klingon tea, if you would like to try it. It's very, as some Earth members like to say, kicks you right in the gooch.
No, thank you.
Water. I have a water. There's a replicator. I'm just trying to be hospitable.
No, I'm fine.
And Nn'Darr, anything for you?
No, thank you.
And he kind of goes over your just kind of brief medical histories separately, obviously, and then gets kind of to know you guys a little bit. And he's very boisterous, open, almost too open, too honest. And you kind of get to know that he's kind of a little lax on the rules and lets the lieutenant junior grade do quite a bit of the work as he's learning. Has quite a few plants and some other small little creatures in his office that he kind of takes care of and looks over as he's talking to you. But that's kind of your experience with him. Unless you ask any questions to him, we'll move forward.
Not really, no.
Okay. All right. You guys take care of that, and we'll go ahead and jump the level 1 diagnostics. Come back. Everything's good to go. I will have science assisted by the lieutenant, the ensign rather, helm, and the ship. So who wants to roll for the ship for these diagnostics?
First officer requested it.
What?
You wanted the level 1 diagnostics.
You can roll for the ship.
Okay, how do I roll for the ship?
All right, go ahead and open the USS Rizon, just like you would your character sheet.
Okay.
All right, and let me open up the ensign here. So for you, Zeba, you are going to roll a control science with a task roll of 2. The difficulty is only going to be a 1, so this is a good chance to max out your 5 momentum. Hopefully you guys all do well. He is going to roll control on, and for the ship, I would like you to roll computers and engineering.
Okay.
And then it'll be a starship task roll.
Okay.
As a 2, not a 3. Or I'm sorry, as a 1. As a 1.
Okay.
Because it's an assist. I need to do that for him as well. All right, so everyone go ahead and roll. All right. Ship got a 0. That's okay. Roper, you succeeded since you were the main on this. So it does succeed. And I rolled a critical for the ensign, so you generated 2 extra momentum on that. Since it was only a difficulty 1, we got 3. That's where the 2 extra comes from. You guys have a total of 4 momentum right now to use to buy extra dice, slightly change the narrative, etc. I have a thing on the Roll20 page there that says different ways you can use momentum. You guys arrive at Seku 6. Helm calls back to you, Commander. Coming into Seku, dropping into Impulse.
Is the captain on the bridge?
Captain, are you on the bridge?
Yes.
So I've seen it done both ways, where staff directs it to the first officer and just kind of lets the captain chill. Would you like it more directed towards you or towards the first officer? What's your command style?
First officer. No, my ex.
Dropping into Impulse, sir.
Understood.
I have Seku. We could reach in just a couple of minutes. Seku 6. It's nearby where we came in.
Science, I want full sensor sweeps of this sector.
Copy.
You're muted.
I know.
No.
Okay, I'm going to make a scan as well for any signs of ships and or recent combat, like trace phaser radiation and such.
Okay. Let's do the science roll first. And then I need someone to roll for the ship as well. This is going to be a difficulty 2. I want you to, Zeba, I want you to do a reason science roll for me, please. Would you like to purchase any
I'll roll for the ship.
extra dice?
Who are you asking? Who
I'm asking Zeba if he
Who
wants
is
to
muted?
purchase extra dice.
I stand by. Give me just one moment here. I'm checking over a piece of information.
Because you normally roll with two.
No. Two's fine.
All right. And then for the ship sensors and science,
How many dice?
one. Always the assist will always be one dice.
Okay.
So you two go ahead and roll. And let's see. You got 3 successes. Good. You generated 1 more momentum. You guys are topped out. Start using it. You get it very easily. You can use it for wherever you want, though. All right. So, science. What you are able to pull up.
Yes.
Long-range sensors as you approach. At least one starship has passed through the system recently. Probably landed on the planet. Since you generated 1 extra momentum, you can use that to spend to get more information.
Yes.
All right, I'll drop you back down to 4 here. So, you also are able to, with that roll, realize that 2 small craft have been in the system as well, though there's currently no sign of either one. Once
Captain, I recommend you red yellow alert.
Why?
We don't know what happened to the ship, sir. We might fall victim to the same thing.
Okay. I'm just curious. Has science already told us what they found? That's why I'm asking him why.
I was going to say that as soon as we dropped out of warp. I just thought I'd throw that in.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean,
X.
everything you said is fair enough because you don't know what happened to them. So,
Okay, and I just didn't know if science had already told us. X, go ahead.
Yellow alert.
Man, all
All
security
hands, yellow
stations as well.
All hands man battle stations.
No, yellow alert. Security stations only. Science, what do you have?
Stand by, sir.
For the record, when he orders yellow alert, I raise shields.
yeah, that's typical. Shields up. Okay, so while he's standing by and determining what he needs to do, go ahead and make your control security. And then if you want to roll again for the ship DA, sensor security.
Okay, I'm going to invoke my environmental awareness again because he's looking for anomalies.
Okay, that's fine. I'll go ahead with that. And then there's difficulty of 1.
So it's remind me, it's 2 dice.
2 dice, unless you purchase more.
I'll spend a momentum for another one.
Okay,
I rolled.
down to 3. So you can now bump that up to 3 dice. Now, I want to let you guys know, too, the first dice is 1 momentum. The second dice you buy is 2 momentum, and so it's consecutively stacks. But you can get up to 5 D20 by buying dice. All right, so you currently have 3. Go ahead and roll. All right, so you
Just
got
did.
1 success, which is all it was.
And one
One's
from
got
the
a
ship.
complication. No. What is your complication currently set at, Greg?
Where's complication?
Right above the task roll.
I can't really tell. I don't
okay.
really see it highlighting.
That's okay.
What
Let me
should it
open
be
and
at?
Take a look. It should be at 1. It's set at 2 right now. You rolled a 19, so I'm not going to give you that complication because it technically wouldn't have gone off. So you generated 1 extra momentum, so you're back up what you spent. You are able to determine as you're approaching, you don't detect any anomalies in the system beyond what science picked up, but you are picking up 2 comm badges on the planet. You may could spend momentum for more information.
I'd like to report all the information I have from science and my scans.
Go ahead.
As me, I don't know what Josh said. As my Ferengi, I have all of the information, and I pass that information forward. So,
you got one ship was in the system and two
Yes.
smaller ships. No sign of either one, but the bigger one looks like it landed.
See if you can identify the type of ship by the warp trail.
standby.
No, Commander, I'm picking
Yes.
up 2 active comm badges on the planet's surface.
Helm, take us into standard orbit.
Science, what's the type of planet?
Standby, sir. I will.
How do you keep going mute?
I keep muting my mic.
Oh,
That's deliberate, by the way.
okay.
I have my reasons.
Gotcha. Did you want to, Greg? Did you want to spend an extra momentum for more information beyond the comm badges?
Yes.
You do have that one that you generated. So, in addition to that, you detect a indeterminate number of humanoid life signs near the source of the alien signal, which you guys picked up as soon as you dropped in. You guys had been picking that up all the way back at the station.
So the signal's coming from the planet?
It is coming from the planet, near the source of the signal.
I need to scan stuff. I need to figure out the warp signature.
Yeah, I'll get to you in just a moment.
No, get to me now.
Commander,
Yes.
I am detecting an indeterminate number of what kind of life signs were they again, Josh?
Just humanoid. You're not able to lock on the type.
Of humanoid life signs fairly close to the comm badges and the alien signal.
Are you able to identify the type of humanoids?
Player saying, am I going to have to roll again?
No, you with that roll, you were not able to, even with the momentum spend, unable to determine. There seems to be some sort of, you're not sure if it's from the nebula, the signal. Something is interfering.
There's some sort of sensor interference. I can't be more specific.
Coordinate with science and attempt to clean that up.
Science, you were going to try to identify the warp trail.
Yes.
I am going to spend 2 threat to increase the complication range by 2. So drop it down to a 3, please.
Complication range to 3.
Yep. And it is also going to be a difficulty task of 2.
Where is that?
That's just on me. You just need to roll your control plus science. The ship will also roll, but don't roll just yet. Computers and sensors on the ship. Do you wish to spend any momentum?
Probably should.
You want to buy an extra die?
Probably should.
All right, go ahead and you can roll up to 3.
How do
on
I
your
change that?
3.
Do you need ship roll on that or anything?
3.
Yes. Yep, right next to task roll, there's a line of numbers. Click 3.
Got it.
And then D8, that's going to be a computer science. Or computer sensors, rather. I apologize. Or am I picking the same thing?
You're picking the same thing. I can go computers or sensors.
Sensors and science.
Okay.
How about that?
That'll work.
And 1 die for you. Go ahead and roll.
No help from the ship.
All right. You are able, you got 2 complications, 2 success. So you succeeded. Complication is you do pick up a warp trail coming into the system roughly where you did. While you're not able to identify the ship type, it is not Federation.
I'm going to pass that.
That's where I'm going to put the
information along.
complications in.
There was another warp signature that came in, non-Federation ship, unknown further.
All right, you guys are within communications range now of the ship. If you wish to try to make any sort of contact with anything.
Okay. Now, you did have a separate communications officer. Do we still have a separate communications officer?
You have a helm officer that doubles as communication, so you can give commands to him to perform communications options. Ops can also do it, but typically the helm will handle that.
Okay, tactical can do that as well, can't they?
Yes, they can. It's up to the bosses.
Captain, should we hail the runabout?
Yes. Also, what type of planet are we looking at?
Oh, I was scanning for that. Stand by, sir.
Easy. It comes up on the display quite easily. It's a Class M planet.
Copy. Pass that along.
Okay, good. So what are we finding down there?
So, 2 active comm badges and an indeterminate number of humanoid life signs in close proximity to the source of the alien signal.
Okay, see if we can hail them.
Open a hailing frequency.
Who's hailing? The ensign or lieutenant?
I'm tactical.
Hail them on screen.
Okay.
You try to hail the runabout then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Go
ahead.
Open channel. Runabout Susquehanna. This is the USS Rizon. Please respond.
You are not actually able to open a direct signal to the Susquehanna.
Is it the same distortion that was interfering with the sensors?
No. What you're able to determine, just because you're very familiar, is that it's not connecting. It's like, when you call someone and they don't pick up, it's just there's nothing there.
Right. So they're not responding, Captain.
It's not even that they're not responding. It's not connecting. Whether it's a loss of power, a destroyed ship, there is no active connect. Yes, it's not connecting.
Okay. So, they're apparently not receiving, Captain.
Understood. Lieutenant Zeba, are you able to determine the difference in time in the warp signatures?
Potentially, sir. Stand by. Let me check.
Excellent.
With your, you would have got that information from your other role when you found the warp trail. The decay rate is approximately a little less than a week old.
It appears
5 days.
It appears to be within the week, sir. Approximately 5 days.
For the shuttlecraft, correct? What about the other warp signature?
The warp signature was not from a shuttlecraft.
I'm sorry, the starship. The Federation.
The Federation signal was not able to be determined. He was able to determine that there was a Federation ship, which was the Susquehanna, but beyond that, he can't quite trace it.
Okay, understood.
The ship is undetermined. The actual starship is undetermined.
All right, X, what do you want to do? You want to take a team down there? You want to take a ship? Do you want to transport? Knowing that we may have another ship in the area that we have not been able to locate?
I don't recommend lowering shields for that for that very reason, sir. Also, if we're getting this much interference from this artifact, it could very well interfere with transporter signals as well. I suggest taking a team down on a shuttlecraft.
Lieutenant Zeba, as he says that, you are able to corroborate that transporting is possible, but problematic.
What he said. Joke on sunflower seed.
Commander,
Go ahead.
I recommend that we also launch a pair of escort fighters.
I concur.
In order to launch the fighters, you would need at least approval from Admiral back at the station without provocation.
You can belay that for right now.
This is a standing order
Yeah.
for the area.
So I belay that order. No. Do you want to take the team down X, or do you want to send someone down there?
I'll take them, sir.
How many are you going to take with you? You're going to take the Makos with you?
I'll take the Makos. I'll take the Makos, Lieutenant Nn'Darr, and our chief helmsman. He can pilot the shuttle.
Okay.
All right. Let's make it happen.
You're going to take a runabout?
Yes.
Okay. You'll be able to take 2 Makos with you.
Send out a request for who I need to take.
What's that?
Hey, Doug, person to person. What about a medical officer?
Probably a good idea.
Standard search and rescue party.
Yeah, bring Doc McCoy too.
Okay.
If you guys want to take another runabout as an escort, safety in numbers, go ahead. We are not able to determine that signal. We don't know if there's another ship out there. If you guys want to go ahead and do that, go ahead. Your call, X.
Let's make it happen.
All right. So
one runabout lands, the other remains alert.
Okay. Who is going to be in your runabout?
I'll take the ones I named, and we'll just crew the other ones with security personnel and a pilot.
I'm sorry. Who were you taking again? I apologize.
Nn'Darr, the helmsman, whatever his name is, I can't ever remember. Taylor. Taylor's going to fly us down, and as many Makos as I can cram in, plus the doc.
Okay. Get 4 seats in the runabout. So you can.
So my recommendation would be 4 and 4. 4 Makos in one and 4 in another.
You've got the aft compartment too. There's seats back there.
Right. There's jump seats back there. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you're able to probably take
a squad.
A squad. Yeah. So you were taking Roy, Nn'Darr, and
Taylor.
Taylor. That's right. That jackass. I keep forgetting him too. All right. That means Roper and Roger, you're going to be operating as Lieutenant Taylor and a Mako. Who wants to be who?
I already have a significant role, so I'll be whoever you want me to be.
Who do you want, Roper? You want to be a medical, or do you want to be a
medical?
You? Okay. All right.
I'll be a Mako.
All right.
Or
the grandson of Leonard McCoy.
Oh yeah.
All right. McCoy is just kind of a upbeat, I need to learn as much as I can type personality. There, Roper. And then you can make up whatever kind of Mako you want. Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. I need as you guys actually begin to orbit the planet, Zeba lets you know that information, he gets better reading, that the reason you have interference, the large electromagnetic interference on the planet, which presents difficulties for transport, possible tricorder readings. It's going to just screw with electronics in general. They'll work, but you periodically may have issues. Once on the planet, if you do want to set up beaming, might be a good idea to take a set of pattern enhancers.
Make it happen.
Okay. I've got a rules/knowledge question here.
Sure.
Given that I'm the security chief, but the Makos are technically separate branch, does tactical command devolve to me or to the Makos?
In this particular case, Commander Endilev is also lead Mako.
Well, okay.
He's been cross-trained into both arms of the command structure.
So what would my responsibility be then? To stick to him as the senior officer?
That's up to him. Just another gun, or
We'll make that determination once we hit the planet. If it's a firefight, then you'll perform as a Mako. Otherwise, you'll be helping with recovery of the crew.
Understood.
All right.
How many Makos did I get?
We're gonna say approximately about 10.
Okay, then I'll break them down into two squads. The 2 squads of 5. I'll take 5 and give him 5.
Okay.
Who's him?
You.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're gonna have him in the other.
Yeah, the other runabout.
Are they both landing?
Yes.
All right. So you guys begin drifting down towards the planet in your runabouts. As soon as you guys hit the upper atmosphere, you're notified that the hull has been ionized from this electromagnetic interference, causing a major system failure. Loss of communications with the Rizon. We're going to need rolls from both crews to deionize the hull. I'm going to want a reason engineering roll from, I guess this would be Taylor, he's piloting, and then Nn'Darr from you, since you're piloting the other ship. It's going to be a difficulty of 2. And will there be any momentum spins on this? You have 2 momentum currently.
I'll spend 1 momentum, and I also want to invoke my damage control focus.
Yes, that would apply here. Ensign Taylor is going to invoke his small craft focus. He is going to roll.
So would this be insight and engineering?
No, this would be reason engineering.
Okay, reason engineering.
Uh-huh.
Focus used, and 1 dice of momentum. So that's 3 dice.
3 dice. And then go ahead and roll. It's going to be 2 for each of you. So, Greg, you succeeded and produced an extra momentum. Taylor, on the other hand, having a lot more trouble.
Okay, I want to use my extra momentum to I see that they're having trouble. Transmit what I did to them so they can do the same thing.
Okay, so you want to create an advantage?
Yeah.
It's going to cost you both momentum to do that. You have 2. You see how quickly you can generate this, so it's up to you.
Yeah, I'll spend it.
Okay, so we'll go ahead. You're back down to 0, but any complications that you may have suffered because of that has now been mediated by the create advantage. So you were able to pass along what you did to deionize the hull and able to smooth out your ride. But both of you also detect 2 other shuttles incoming. I need Greg to roll a reason security or reason con. Difficulty 0.
Okay, I'm going to roll a reason security.
Okay. I'll have Taylor roll for his ship.
Can I invoke my awareness again?
Sure.
Okay. So
he generated 2 momentum for you guys.
Is this information being passed along?
Yes, we're going to assume that all this information is being passed. Okay. I mean, you guys are being thrown about the shuttle during the deionization.
Shields up.
Runabout have shields?
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Shields are up. But he did generate 2 momentum on that roll for you.
Nice.
What'd you get, Greg? 1?
All
right.
Yeah, whatever it is, I didn't look.
Yep, you got a 1. Another momentum. So you're back up to 3. See how quickly you guys generate this now. Ensign Taylor looks at you. Commander?
Go ahead.
Romulans.
What are they doing?
They are in quick pursuit. And he can tell you that they are currently...
And they're in our space?
No, you are in atmosphere now.
No. We're in Federation space, though.
No, you're actually out in the Shackleton Expanse now, which is unclaimed territory. Yeah. Nope.
Hail the lead Romulan vessel.
Sir, they are not responding. And at that moment, they fire.
Evasive.
All right, they do get. We're going to go into initiative. They do get the surprise round. I spent threat on that to get that. I need and roll a daring or control, your choice.
Who, me?
Plus con, no, Greg, for your ship.
Okay, you said daring con.
Daring con or control con, your choice. It's a difficulty of 4.
Okay, control con. How much would it cost me to negate the surprise out of momentum?
I'll let you spend 2 momentum to take initiative here and negate the surprise.
Okay,
Down to
I'll
1.
do that. I'll do that.
Okay.
And my roll is.
And do you want to buy any more dice before you got 1 momentum to spend? And I will
I'll buy the 1 more die.
All right, so you go 3, and I'm going to let the shuttlecraft or the runabout rather assist. So DA, if you want to roll for the runabout,
Let me get to it. Okay, what's the score for the runabout there?
the runabout is going to be rolling a weapons plus security and 1 die.
Josh, question.
Yes.
I know we lost communications with we being the ship, lost communications with them. Are we able to detect what's going on?
If you had your science officer continue monitoring the situation, is that something that you would like him to do?
That would be standard procedure following our crew down.
I would say so. So science, go ahead and make a roll for me.
What do you want?
You guys did not succeed on that roll. You needed 4 to succeed. Science, I would like you to roll a unless I tell you different, you're going to be rolling either a reason or control. I'll let you choose that. And a science roll. They are definitely currently in combat with 2 trailing. I'm relaying that to you, Zeba. Your runabouts are currently in combat with 2
ships.
2 Romulan shuttlecraft.
I'm going to attempt to hail the Rizon. See if I can punch through.
Okay. Go ahead and make a.
I'm relaying my information over to the captain. They're under attack, sir. Romulan ships.
Helm, intercept. Go to battle stations. Or now go to red alert.
They are
now it's battle station.
They're in atmosphere.
That's fine. Intercept. We can go into atmosphere. We don't have to go all the way in. We can go in a high Earth orbit.
Okay. So let me shift gears slightly. Let me finish with the ground crew, and then we'll come back to you guys. Ground crew. It was a success at cost.
What's my roll to hail?
I'll let you make that as your crash landing.
Great.
I want you to make a. That's going to be a. I'm going to have you make either a control or daring because it's a tense situation.
Okay.
Con.
Control con, daring, or one of the, and con, you said?
Con, yeah.
How many dice?
2, you do have 1 momentum to spend if you want a third.
I'm spinning it.
And then I'm also the complication range is going to be 2, and the success is 3. Okay. Failure. There's too much interference for you to punch through. You do make a connection, but between the crash landing and the interference from the planet, it's a garbled signal. Captain, you hear the hail come through. Voice, hear distress, and then it cuts out. And that's about the time that Zeba is relaying the same information to you, that they're being chased by the Romulans. I would like Greg and the commander there to make a fitness or control. Your choice, fitness control. Apologies. I'm deciding on what the other one needs to be. Make it security.
How many dice?
It's going to be just the 2. Go ahead and make that roll for me.
We'll say, so we're both getting shot down?
Yes. Good. You generated. It's a difficulty of 2. DA, you rolled a 1.
Yes.
Okay, you take 5 stress from the crash.
Can I give him my extra momentum to negate that?
You are in a different ship.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would consider that as an advantage. You did gain 1 extra momentum for that.
I did.
Yeah. So you put 1 in the pool because it was a difficulty of 2. You rolled a 3.
Okay.
So you did not take the damage. Unfortunately, Commander, in the crash land, you did take some damage, as did Taylor.
Okay. When we crash, does that mean our power systems are out?
I think you crashed.
One moment. The engines have failed. You were able to put them down, though. They are not destroyed. They will need some repairs before they can be lifted off again. You do have power. Engines have been damaged by the attack and the crash.
Okay, I'm good. I want to take what power we have. Are any of our phaser emitters where they can bear on the Romulan shuttles?
At this angle, no. And matter of fact, once you started going down, they broke off.
Okay, fine, fair enough. Give the command to bail out. After we hit.
Okay. You and your crew are able to exit the runabout. Commander, you are conscious. You're just injured.
Ignore it. Get up. We're on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Tell everybody grab phasers and get outside. Prepared for attack.
Okay. All right. Now, I will tell you, stress heals differently than in D&D. You don't need like a long rest or anything. When you shift scenes, your stress recovers. When I tell you it's a scene shift, you can take that stress off.
Okay.
Okay. We are shifting back to the bridge. You've been given the information that they were being attacked by Romulans. You were given you got the partial hail with issues. And Zeba did detect some sort of impact. But everything, like, he can read that the systems are still, they have power, and he's able to read their life signs. They aren't dead from what you can tell. Not sure if injured. They're not dead.
All right, understood. We're at battle stations now. Disable those Romulan ships. Fire.
You're receiving a hail.
Who's calling? Who's hailing us?
The current helms, we'll say it's a female Bolian. Sir, incoming hail from a Romulan vessel.
Put them on.
A smug-looking Romulan appears. This is... and I have so many things here, I apologize.
You should try talking into the microphone.
This is Commander Methra of the Veritex. Captain, what are you doing in this region of space?
The question is, why are you firing on Federation ships?
We're getting feedback.
Everybody?
No, we're hearing repeat.
I'm not hearing any repeat. I didn't change.
I was on my end. Never mind.
I gotcha.
The video started on Facebook.
Oh, yeah, that happens. Why are you firing on Federation ships without provocation?
I am not firing on anyone. I'm communicating with you.
What happened? Look, we have sensory and telemetry readings. You fired on our runabouts that went to the surface.
As far as my sensors read out, they fired on our ships.
Yeah, they didn't. What are you doing here?
I asked the question first.
Yeah, my ship's bigger, pal.
This is actually a Romulan Warbird Type 2, the new ones.
Oh, it's one of those.
The Daradex.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
they should
obviously
stay
I
there.
take that one back. You should have told. All right.
And he said that since you can't read, science is able to pick up on the fact that it was a Romulan signal. But he lets you know. Romulan Warbird, Daradex class, Veritex. Captain, I think we both want the same thing here. We want our people back. Correct?
Captain, I cannot
Commander.
deny. Commander, I cannot deny that you fired on our runabouts. Deny all you want. You fired on them. I don't care what your readings say. You fired on them.
We'll have to perform our own investigation. Veritex out. You're not currently reading any ship, which you assume means they're cloaked.
All right, remain at battle stations. See if you can contact the runabouts on the surface. Lieutenant Zeba, can you punch through the interference and see if we can find the condition of the runabouts?
Possibly, sir. Stand by. Yes, stand by.
That might be more of an engineering or ops thing. You may want to contact your chief of security to clean, engineering to clean up the communication signal. I mean, just
Because I have someone at tactical behind me. They're trying to hail them.
Tactical fill in. Plus,
Yes.
you have your Tellarite ops and chief of engineering down in engineering. Or you can have him up here. If we're at red alert, he may have come up here. It depends on where you want him.
No, I want him to stay down there in engineering.
Okay. But this would be more of an engineering thing, I would believe, to clean up the signal, work on the communications panel.
Lieutenant Zeba, what is the condition of the runabouts on the surface?
They still have power, as far as I can tell. Everyone appears to be alive, but unknown on whether or not they're injured.
Understood. Engineering. Can you punch through this soup and see if we can contact them?
You raise your chief on comms.
Yeah, he heard me. We're at battle stations.
You hear chief from down in engineering. I mean, I can give it a go, I guess. One moment.
Give it a go. We have people on the surface, engineer.
Okay, sir. I got you.
Is he stoned?
You know your engineer, Captain. He's just apathetic as the day is long.
Yep. Now I remember that.
All right, so he's going to go ahead and he's going to make a control engineering roll. He has a troubleshooting focus. He can be assisted by the ship. So if anyone wants to roll for the Rizon,
I will.
it could be anyone on ground or not. It could be anybody.
What am
Hank Doug
rolling?
said he would.
What's that? You gonna roll DA?
Yeah.
Okay. That I want to be a. Let's make that a computers and engineering role, please.
Okay.
And then,
Just the one die?
yeah, science can assist with this using their sensor telemetry. So if you would like Zeba to assist, he can.
Definitely.
Most definitely.
All right, Zeba, that will be change your dice roll to 1 on task rolls. Yours will be control science. And this is going to be a difficulty of 3. Oh, looks like we got 3 already. We just need Zeba's. And you generated momentum. Outstanding. Good job, Zeba.
Sorry, I had to check one of my data pads.
Yeah, and Captain, anytime you ask him to do anything, he kind of looks around, grabs a data pad, maybe grabs a different one, does some quick reading, then performs the function. If I'm correct, right, Zeba?
Every time.
Okay, so generated the 1 momentum. You are able to clean up communications. You have a hail, Commander, coming through.
X, come in. Are you there? Provide your status.
Are we receiving the hail?
Yes, you have clear communications now.
All right. Tap my comm badge. Endilev to Rizon. We are on the surface. Minor injuries. Nobody. No casualties.
I need you to specify, X, what happened. Were you shot at? We detected.
We were fired on and shot down.
Did you recognize the ship that fired at you?
They were Romulan shuttlecraft.
All right.
I recommend you go to Red Alert, maintain battle stations. There's likely a cloaked vessel in orbit.
Yeah, I concur, and I agree. How was... You just told me the injuries. Life-threatening?
No minor injuries, sir.
All right. Well, if they shot you down, there's chances are that they're going to land as well. They denied the attack on your ships. All right. Can you secure your position? Can you hold out for the time being?
We'll hold, sir.
All right. Anyone want to play my tactical office? Or no, Zeba. What do you recommend? I want to send another group down there, and I want to provide cover for them this time. Do you agree?
Yes, sir. Yeah, absolutely. If you think that's the best, I believe that's exactly what we should do.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Security, stand by. Prepare.
At that moment, before you raise the hail, your ops behind you, the Tellarite, sir. If you're asking my opinion, which
Sure.
I would hope you would value a Tellarite's opinion. compared to some.
As a founding member of the Federation, I most certainly do, young man.
He kind of laughs at that. Well, I may have been called that once, but anyways, sir, with the Nn'Darr decks out there, I don't know if we should launch any more ships. They can snipe those from a distance.
They'll have to drop their cloak to do it.
They would, but we may be tough, sir. And you know, he actually was one of the members that helped build the Akira. He has some history. He's been busted down in rank.
But according to the rules of acquisition, number 62.
Pelorite's eyes go wide that you drop that shit on the bridge.
The riskier the road, the greater the profit.
I may agree with that one, Lieutenant. For right now, is he also Lieutenant Commander, the Tellarite?
Yes, he goes. You know, having a hand in building this particular vessel, I don't recommend that we go gun for gun with the Nn'Darr decks, at least without some strategy.
Yeah, and I'm planning on having our ship provide cover for the shuttles as they go down. But I appreciate your opinion. Get them ready. I want 2 more shuttles. I want them loaded up with Makos ready to go. Am I still on with X?
Yeah.
Okay. Commander, are you still functional as a team down there?
Aye, sir. This might be a good time to contact the Admiral, request permission to use the fighters.
Yeah.
Romulan shuttles versus fighters is not a fair fight.
No, you are now authorized to use shuttles without clearance. There's provocation now.
Yeah. Yeah, like I say, X. And thank you. I'm debating doing that right now. I want to know your condition down there. Are you guys okay? Can you function?
We're functional, sir. We're hold.
All right. Are you detecting any Romulans on the surface near you?
Are we?
You'd have to take a tricorder reading.
Well, have everybody start scanning. Let's see if we can locate the comm badges as well.
All right, we'll go ahead and shift. We'll shift the scene now. We'll move on to a new scene. If anyone who has stress can remove it.
Well, we all know who that is.
That's all right. You've taken a licking. You keep on ticking. This ain't nothing compared to Wolf. Yeah, what's a slightly crashed shuttlecraft compared to that? And as the scene closes, Tellarite hits his comm badge. Ops Chief. Yeah. Make sure those shields are tip top there, bud. All right. He just wants him to keep an eye on, make sure we are damn good protected. Just making sure we're covering our ass, Captain.
Appreciate that.
I would like this boat to stay afloat. Hey, I'm not afraid of the Romulans, and I think we can take the Derricks down. We're a fast, tight little ship. Don't want to be caught off guard. That's all.
Appreciate that, engineer. All right, are we now?
We're shifting back to the ground crew.
Okay, X.
Unless you have anything more you want to do.
Go ahead, sir.
Look, if you feel it's safe, see if you can find. You're down there already. See if you can find them. The comm badges, and
if we can locate them, we'll get them, sir.
I'm gonna see what I can do in the meantime. Buy some time, and keep me updated on your situation down there. We're preparing a possible rescue team. Advise me if there's a change in your situation.
Aye, sir.
Oh.
All right. You guys have taken a moment to gather yourselves, get together, inventory of the ships, make sure what's broken, what's not, get your Makos together. You guys will start scanning for Romulans, badges. Yep. You were headed in that direction. And you shouldn't have crashed too far from it, based on your trajectory. So, go ahead and make a. Why don't you make a reason or control, your choice, science task for me. Difficulty 1. Complication 1. And keep in mind, you guys do have 2 momentum currently.
I'll spend a momentum.
Okay, you can go ahead and bump it up to 3 dice then.
What's the complication? 1?
Complication's only 1, yep.
Okay.
I wasn't going to bump it. You guys have already been through quite a bit of shit. Hey, look at that. You regenerated your momentum back, and you succeeded. Back up to 2. You do pick up the comm badges. As you're scanning, they're maybe about 2 clicks away.
Okay. I'm going to break the team in half, have Lieutenant Nn'Darr take take Taylor. He's useless anyway, and half the Makos, and start working on repairs on the runabouts. I'll take the doctor and the other half of the Makos, and we're gonna hot foot it toward the 2 clicks. We're gonna try to cover the 2 clicks.
Okay.
Tell them keep the Makos on standby because you may get attacked. Authorize phaser rifles and body armor if you've got it. Let's go, boys.
Everyone should have at least type 2s on them.
Open the locker and break out. Put a phaser pistol on, and a phaser rifle, and grab one of my knives.
All right. All right. So you guys make it to the. You guys make your way out, and start heading towards the comm badge signals. As you get within, I'd say, less than a half a click, you do start detecting Romulan life forms. But because of the interference, you can't pinpoint it.
Okay.
They're in the area.
I have a bonus for, wrong sheet here. If I can switch it over. Sorry, I got multiple sheets up.
No, you're good. I was going to tell you too, something cool that you can do. If you double click on the title of the sheet, it'll minimize it to a little block.
Oh, awesome.
You can leave him out, but out of the way. He's
got focuses in small craft and small unit tactics, and strategy and tactics.
Okay. So what are you attempting to do at the moment? What do you want?
We're going to ambush them.
You're picking them up, but you don't have specific locations.
Start using the scopes on the phasers.
Okay. You could also attempt to. You can spend momentum to clean up the signal, or try to make some sort of roll to clean it up.
All right, let's see if we can clean it up. Especially our targeting sensors.
You want to use your 2 just to create an advantage and just instantly get it, or do you want to try to roll and generate more momentum?
I'll roll and generate more momentum.
Okay. Let's go ahead and I'll let you make a control engineering roll.
Control engineering. Yeah. How many dice?
Difficulty is going to be 2, and you get your normal 2 dice unless you purchase more. And you can have one of the Mako's assist, which I'll roll for you.
I'll have one of the Mako's assist, and I will spend the points.
Okay.
So does that give me 3?
Yeah. So you spend 1 momentum, get 3 dice.
So complication is 2, and I get 3 rolls.
No, complication doesn't change. It's still a 1.
Okay.
It's just the success rate is a 2 or better.
Okay. Where do I put difficulty then?
I just know that you have to achieve that or better.
Okay.
And so they're going to assist.
All right. I'm rolling.
Okay. I use comparable numbers from a different character sheet.
All right, you generated 2 momentum. You guys are up to 3. You are able to pinpoint the Romulans. They are a half a click to the west. The comm badges are to the north, a little less than a half a click. You could probably get to the comm badges. They don't appear to be moving.
As much as I want to go kick some Romulan ass, our priority is to secure the personnel. We're gonna head for the comm badges.
Okay, they don't appear to be moving, the Romulans, as you are traveling.
Mm-hmm.
They appear to be stationary.
Set weapons to heavy stun.
Okay, they all set. You guys come around the corner of a large rock and you see Susquehanna.
Is it close enough for them to? Oh yeah, we punched through communications, so I want to try to hail them.
You're trying to hail the badges.
Yeah.
They are. You hear the chirp.
Look around.
As you get closer to the Susquehanna, you see 2 bodies on the ground.
How many personnel are we looking for?
4.
4. Commander Endilev to the Rizon.
That does come through. You hear that your backup helms, the Bullion. Yes, sir.
Put me through to the captain.
Absolutely, Captain. I have the commander on.
Commander, go ahead.
Sir, we've located two of the missing personnel along with the Susquehanna. Both personnel are dead. We still have 2 missing and unaccounted for.
And can you tell how they died?
Can I tell how they died?
Yes.
Can
They.
you determine?
I won't even make you roll for this. It's phaser fire, not disruptor.
Looks to be Starfleet issue phasers, not disruptors.
They were killed by phasers?
They were killed by phaser fire. But it is possible the Romulans killed them with their own weapons after capturing them.
Yeah, that is possible, Commander. What's the condition of the Susquehanna?
Open the hatch and go check it out.
Are you able to determine if it was shot down?
Oh yeah, take a look at the hull. Has it got scorch marks on it?
No, it does not look like it was shot down.
I don't believe it was shot down, sir.
Also, there's no power. It looks like it crashed.
Ship has no power. I would say the same ionizing energy that affected our ship affected them more intensely, and they simply crashed.
All right, fair enough. Pull the memory core. Pull the data. Pull the the black box.
Reach over and take one of the comm badges off of one of the bodies. Pull the data core, put the comm badge on it, and say activating comm badge with the data port.
Yeah.
So they can beam it up.
Okay. You hear. I get to introduce another character. Yay. You contact the transporter. Your transporter chief, and you actually have a dedicated person for transport.
One item to transport, Chief.
Yes, sir. Chief Price, and not Price. I'm sorry, Prince. Chief Prince comes on. I got it, Commander, and it beams through.
Okay, just step back out of the way.
All right. So those go through. All
right, we're going to continue on toward the Romulans.
You are also you've been picking up the alien signal this entire time as well. It's like a constant thing. In the opposite direction of the Romulans, a large number of humanoids that direction as well, possibly settlement.
Endilev to Rizon.
Go ahead.
I'm still at the Susquehanna crash site, sir. I have the Romulan signals located, but I'm also detecting what could be a settlement.
How far away?
How far is it?
It's going to be a bit of a trek. You're probably looking at 3 to 4 kilometers.
Approximately 3 to 4 kilometers.
Stand by, Commander.
I'm about a half a
Engineering.
click from the Romulans.
Standby, Commander. Engineering. Are we able to beam them aboard now?
Well, sir, I don't know if I'd recommend it unless I put out those pattern enhancers. It's gonna be a dicey game to get them up here. So, I mean, I could give it a whirl. I mean,
No. If anything, we'll get into high orbit or into the high atmosphere. Commander, what do you want to do? You want to check it out? You're separating yourself from the other runabout, aren't you?
Aye, sir. I have a crew working on restoring power to the other runabouts. I would like to locate the Romulans and see if I can find our missing personnel.
All right, fair enough. Go ahead and do so. See what you can do. We're going to provide cover as best we can from up here. When you're ready when you're done down there, we'll provide cover and bring you back up, whether it be via runabout, transporter, or even if we have to use the fighters. We'll go ahead and do so.
Aye, sir.
All right. Stay in contact with us. Check in every 15 minutes as you so see fit.
Aye, sir. Motion at the Makos and the dock, and we're heading for the Romulans.
all right, let's shift over to Lieutenant Nn'Darr back at the runabouts. You have quite a job ahead of you.
Okay, first thing I'm going to do is look at the Bakos that are with me. Which one of you is the best at fixing things?
They're better at breaking things.
Right, they're Makos.
I'm going to say that
I might get lucky and get a combat engineer.
The Star Trek
probably
version
will.
of Crayon Eaters.
Yes.
So, Roper, when McCoy is with the commander, and Roger, your Mako is with Nn'Darr.
Oh. I played with computers when I was younger, sir.
Right, you're with me. The rest of you form a perimeter. Head back for our runabout because you already said it. We still had power.
I thought it said both of them still had power.
Both had power.
Okay, well I can only work on one at a time. So
well, you also have my idiot helmsman. I mean, well, you have Taylor. You can put his ass to work too.
Yeah, I'll take him too. First thing once we get inside is I want to get the shields back online so that we have some kind of a defensive position.
Protect the Makos. Taylor's expendable.
I won't repeat that. And then after we get the shields up, then I'll start working on the engines.
Okay. I would like you to make a control engineering roll. It's going to be a difficulty of 2, so you don't have to change anything for that. You can be assisted by probably the helmsman in this case. He has better stats than the Mako does in this case. He'll help you out as an assist to get the shields up and going here. Let me pull up the ensign. All right. He's going to make control engineering as well. And, nope. Disregard that roll. I forgot to switch it to 1.
Cheater.
Okay. Still a success. But you need to succeed for his to count.
Okay. I also want to invoke my damage control focus. And I want to invoke value protection of the pride because this is defensive in nature.
Okay, so what happens when you invoke a value?
Mm-hmm.
Spend that determination point. What it does is essentially, it's like spending momentum to buy an extra dice. Your third dice is an instant 1. So you get 2 successes automatically in addition to everything else rolled. So currently, assuming you succeed on at least 1 actual die roll, well, no. That counts as your roll. So you currently have 3 successes of a complication or a difficulty of 2. So you're rolling now just for momentum. You've already succeeded. Go ahead and roll for your momentum.
Okay, so
and then mark off your determination as well by clicking that purple dot. And I'll let you use your focus.
Nothing's changing when I click it, but I clicked it.
Okay, that's fine. We'll know that you've used it.
So
yes, I roll focus.
So I roll 3 dice.
You roll only 2 because the third one is technically already rolled a 1 because of your determination. So, yep, you got 3 successes. So you actually generated 2, 4, 4 momentum. You guys are maxed out at 5 currently, which is good. In addition to that, not only did you get the shields up and going, you restored power, not power, but you sealed up the engines enough to make it back to the ship. It will need more repairs. Those repairs will be made easier by your patch. I mean, Tack can throw some wrenches around.
Okay, hit my comm badge, Nn'Darr to Endilev.
Go ahead.
Restored power to one of the runabouts, and the engines, well, they'll get us back into orbit.
Clear. Yeah, see what you can do with the other one.
Understood. Nn'Darr out.
If you have to salvage one to fix the other, do it.
I have one in flying condition right now. She won't fly pretty, but she'll fly.
Understood. We've managed to locate 2 of the missing 4 crewmen. They were both deceased.
50%.
Yeah. Understood. We'll hold position here unless you order otherwise.
All right. If you want,
take Taylor and go start working on the other one.
If you want, you can spend 2 momentum to create an advantage and just fix it the same way you fixed the other one.
I
without
will.
having to roll. Okay, so you're down to 3, which is still quite a bit. And both of them are operational.
Yeah, okay. Hit the comm badge again. Nn'Darr to Endilev.
Go ahead.
Both runabouts are operational.
Outstanding. I don't want you to put them in the air until we neutralize those Romulan shuttles. Bring your men and rendezvous with me at the following coordinates. Send them the coordinates of where I'm heading to find the Romulans.
Okay.
Should I leave at least 2 of them here to man the runabouts?
Leave one of the Makos and Taylor.
Okay. Leave Taylor and a Mako. Leave Taylor and a Mako and start hot footing it towards the commander.
I mean, what ensigns are for, I guess.
He's got it for Taylor, man.
Taylor's a shitbag.
I don't trust him to watch my back, so he stays with the gear.
You can trust him to fly your ship. I wouldn't trust him to watch your back. Those are 2 separate things. All right, so you guys are headed off now towards the signal. As you're traveling,
double time.
Okay, as you're traveling, the Romulans are heading in the same direction, but sort of flanking you, not towards you, towards the settlement from a different direction.
Okay, see if we can get ahead of them and set up a.
You are ahead of them because they were behind you, kind of.
Okay,
but they're kind of coming around, one side to kind of flank, but also seems to be heading towards the signal as well.
Okay, see if we can set up an ambush.
Okay, we can work on that. We're going to cycle back up to the bridge. Lieutenant Zeba, you have been receiving a lot of this information. I also imagine with red alert and everything going on the ship, you probably had open comms, or no?
Absolutely.
Captain?
No, if I remember correctly, I told him to keep me up to date every 15 minutes.
Which he, I assume, has been.
So I don't think we kept comms open.
Have you been keeping him apprised using sensors, Zeba? Every 15 minutes?
Okay, guys, I'm going to disappear for just a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay, Nn'Darr. No, I mean, X was supposed to keep me up to date every 15 minutes or so.
Correct.
Oh, X was.
Now, but I'm asking, are we able to see everything that's going on down there via sensors?
It's hit or miss.
Do I see the Romulans trying to flank them? Am I able to see the Romulans? Are we?
You're not able to get that level of detail. You were picking up their life signs.
I'll tell you why. If I see them threatening my group, I'm firing from the surface. I mean, I'm firing.
So You're picking up the life signs, but
Okay.
not positioning.
Okay, fair enough.
And they're even getting muddled on life signs. There's periodically where you're reading humanoid life signs all over, and then every once in a while they'll fade in and out.
Okay, my plan is this, whether X knows this or not. If once they're ready to come up, I intend to get closer and even provide a physical barrier as best we can and launch fighters for cover as well. That's going to be my plan. Okay, but I haven't uttered it, but that's what I'm figuring I may need to do. This is a starship. It can't land, but it can come into the atmosphere. Only so much.
Just
At
the
this,
tip.
just the tip. At
Yeah.
this,
I'd get a lot closer.
Lieutenant Zeba. Hold on, I need to spend threat. Spending threat. Spending 2 threats. Change the narrative.
Oh,
Lieutenant Zeba, your sensors start going crazy.
Which ones?
The forward sensors. As a
As in, like-
Nn'Darr's warship decloaks right off bow.
Sir, they've decloaked in front of us.
on screen.
And it's right there. Like, about as close as they can get without, letting you know they're there. And incoming hail.
Tactical, put them on screen.
Hi, Captain. There he is, the commander. Captain,
Commander.
how are we? I see our respective crews have been quite busy.
We would have been done had you not interfered.
How did I interfere?
By firing on my crew. And at this point, I'm not
Captain.
holding you responsible.
Captain,
Yes, Commander?
you and I both know out here in this untamed wilderness, by taking that kind of action against a Federation ship, would be suicide on my part. That your little pocket of precious space by your Narendra Station. And he almost seems to spit in his mouth a little bit as he says it.
Yeah, Commander, look.
Would be flooded with Federation and Klingon ships. It would be foolish of me to do something like that.
Yeah, Commander, look. Stop. What do you want? You obviously
Thank
have
you.
my attention for something. What do you want?
Clearly, we both know of the signal. It's fairly common knowledge. I have to admit that Federation is smart enough to see something as basic as that. We're here for the same reasons. Exploration, are we not?
Actually, when a Romulan opens his eyes, he considers ownership of everything he sees. So I don't understand what you mean by this. Get
Crude
to
way.
the point.
A crude way of putting our mentality, but I'll
Not
admit,
inaccurate.
not inaccurate. Seeing as we were here as you warped into the system, I would say, what is the Earth expression? Possession is 9/10 of the law.
A Romulan quoting Federation principles to me.
I want to make sure that you understand me. I would be afraid to use Romulan terms that
Our
may
runabout was
confuse
here
you.
before them.
Yeah. Commander, what is your name again? Did you even identify yourself to me?
I did, Methra.
Oh, Methra. Commander Methra, I grow tired of this. What do you want?
Make a. I want you to make an insight or presence plus command roll.
Okay.
Probably, I'm guessing your presence is higher than your insight.
Presence is 11. Insight is 9. I'm not that smart.
Presence command. It's gonna be a difficulty of 4,
Presence and command. Difficulty of 4.
which you don't need to change anything for the difficulty. Leave complication at 1.
Oh, no. Complication was 2. Okay. So task roll is what?
So task roll starts at 2, but you have 3 momentum that you can spend, which can buy you up to 2 extra dice.
Okay, so that means I can roll 4?
If you want to spend all your momentum, yes.
Right now? Yeah, I'm getting tired of this perk.
All right, so you can move that up to 4. Go ahead and roll.
Okay, and I have presence and command. I'm rolling.
Do you have any...
Oh, too late.
I was going to see if you had any focuses that would apply.
History, shipboard tactical.
Persuasion, maybe.
I have persuasion, but I guess I already rolled, right?
Well, 4 successes. I mean, you succeeded.
Yeah, tell me what I did.
But it wouldn't have mattered if you used a focus or not. Your rolls weren't low enough. So he sits quietly for a moment. Captain, you and I both know the Nn'Darr most likely outclasses your Akira. As beautiful as it might be, still looks like it has shiny new paint. But I'm not interested in combat today, which is lucky for you. We'll continue our investigation. You continue yours. Stay out of our way.
Commander, if I so choose to bring my crew up, I'm telling you now, you will not interfere. If you interfere, we will consider that not only a provocation, but an act of war. You have been warned. Do not interfere and do not fire on us or them on the surface.
Veritech's out. They decloak. Or recloak.
I was about to say.
Shields are down. Shoot directly straight ahead now.
You
When
have that
they're
opportunity.
While
You
they're
have that opportunity.
put a spread of photon torpedoes right into their bridge module.
Yeah.
And an Akira class can put out quite a spread of torpedoes.
Yes, they can.
Yeah.
It's like what, 8 forward tubes?
Raise Commander Endilev, please.
The Bolian commander, come in,
Go
please.
ahead.
This is Rizon. Captain wishes to speak with you. Go ahead,
Put him
Captain.
through.
Endilev, we've confirmed a Romulan warbird is up here, and he's trying to BS me. I don't know if he's trying to buy time or what he wants, but yeah.
Might this not be a prudent time to request cloaked assistance from our Klingon allies?
It's very possible. So I will consider that, Commander. How much more time do you need?
We're setting an ambush now, sir.
All right. How's the condition of the runabouts?
Both one restored partially. They're working on the second.
Wow.
But he let you know he got
that,
them both up.
Oh
Yeah.
no, both runabouts are space worthy and can fly, but they might be a little tricky.
Okay, understood. When the time comes, when you have to break orbit, if we have to, we'll provide cover as best we can.
Aye, sir.
And yeah, we'll use every tool in the box that we need. All right, Endilev, just keep me apprised. Let me know what's going on every 15 minutes or as needed.
Aye, sir. And to live out.
All right. So
Okay, I guess I'm muttering out loud. I don't know. It wasn't within my orders to contact the Klingons.
Rules of acquisition number 285.
the Ferengi mutters.
Please, Lieutenant Zeba, go ahead.
I'm sorry, sir.
Don't be sorry.
No good deed ever goes unpunished.
Yeah, being born on a frontier world, you learn that one real fast. All right.
Ops pipes up, says, "You know, sir,
Yes.
I wish you would have given the go ahead as they were cloaking.
To fire?
I mean, not that we would want to start an intergalactic incident with the Romulans, but
That pretty much would have done him in.
I'm pretty sure we could have taken it.
I'm sure that we can take them now, but we've got to get our crew off the surface.
Klingon
We have
idea
to find out what's
wasn't
going
bad.
on there. Well, yes. Who would we contact in this area?
You would just send a subspace to Admiral Habert and see if you can get the general to join the communique.
General Kargan. Okay.
Yep.
Admiral Habert. Okay. Raise Admiral Habert on subspace. Let her know what's going on and see if we can get a little bit of help out here. Advise her that we do have one Romulan warbird.
That we know of.
Yeah. And that our shuttlecraft were shot down, and yeah, that's all we know as of the time.
Okay.
Send it priority 1 subspace.
She bangs it out there, gets it out, and just waiting on a reply. So what we're going to do is we're going to close Act 1 right there, and that would be the end of Signals Episode 1, Part 1. For tonight. I know Rope's got an early morning. That's partially why. But I think we should
all do.
have a 2-hour window. I think is good. We went about 2:15. We went a little over, but I hope you guys had fun. I like I said, we're all kind of learning at the same time, so I'll have a little bit more prepared next time. There's a couple NPCs I forgot to throw in there, but I'll have them ready for you guys.
We got some pretty good comments.
Yeah. And I found out that my first officer, damn, he's got an itchy trigger finger, man.
Hey, I would imagine after the Borg, he suffers no fools.
I get that, but when he said battle stations on yellow alert, I'm like, dude,
Pedaled it, slowed down a little bit.
that's why I said, belay that. It's just security alert only.
My brother, Travis, is a badass.
Awesome, thank you.
Send him back to Uranus.
Well, yeah, I actually took it as Uranus.
Yeah. And it's really going to take a pounding.
Yeah, and then my brother is like, damn it, send in the Marines. Oh,
the
my
Western
God.
Alliance and also Calypso forces.
Yeah, send in the
And
Space
then the
Marines.
Makos.
Yeah, that was funny.
Who's heavy breathing on their mic?
It might be Greg, not that he's heavy breathing, but those boom mics pick up a lot of
okay.
breath. It's just the way they are.
Yeah.
My
I
brother,
muted myself.
my brother
Yeah.
agreed. He said blast him.
I wanted to, but again, I'm worried about the people on the surface. And I know the guy's just dicking me around for some reason. So,
As soon as he starts to cloak, fire all weapons!
well, yeah. I actually did not fire all weapons because even though we were at battle stations, I did not specifically. I guess on battle stations, yeah, everything is ready to go, but it might have ended this little story real quick.
Like
I'll
I
be
said,
honest.
Go ahead.
I'll be honest with you. I was about ready to throttle the Ferengi.
What did I do?
No, I'm not ready to throttle. I'm ready to throttle that damn engineer.
Just a minute, sir. Fumble, fumble, fumble.
I got it right every time.
Yes, he did.
Eventually.
That is true, but the one that got on my nerves was the engineer. That's why when we even began the whole thing, I know about the guy. That's why I told Endilev, "Hey, you're in charge of the engineering. You're in
Well, I'll
charge
tell
of
you
making
what.
this ship go."
Lieutenant Commander Shepard, he could tear apart that engine, rebuild it with his eyes closed.
And how?
And yeah, he may be apathetic. He may not care if he gets kicked out of Starfleet or whatever, but God damn it, he holds the ship together, and it ain't no duct tape and hopes and dreams. He could,
Which is why people put up with him.
yeah. Same with Taylor. You know, he could fly the hell out of that ship. He may be a little disrespectful, but damn it, he could fly. If he was up here with the Nn'Darr decks, you guys could outmaneuver them in a heartbeat. Now with him not up here,
Turns into a slugfest.
could be a sticky wicket.
Well, I did take that into consideration when I didn't have the regular bridge crew too. So
Yeah. You got Zeba though.
And he's providing an incredible wealth of information. There's no doubt.
And
Guy knows what he's doing.
When the Tellarite started, when he heard those rules of acquisition being dropped on a Federation bridge, he was like, "Oh, good thing Endilev's not here."
Yeah, no, that
Tahna.
it was funny though, and I was cool with it as I understood him.
I was about to say, I feel like when I dropped it, you were like, "Yeah."
Yes,
that actually kind of fits.
Most
good. He
does.
never goes unpunished.
All right. Well, I want to thank everyone for joining us. We had some awesome comments. I know normally we throw comments up on the screen when we do shows, but with the role play, I didn't want to break role play or stop or anything, and I'm already distracted with 100 rules. But we're going to go through them towards the end of the show, like we just did. We ended up getting 10 likes. I'm sorry, 10 overall things. We got likes from Michael Day, Buddy Hefner, Roger Peacock, Eric Ogle, Jacob Hayes, Larry Phelps, and Tony
Kanopka.
We got a love from Brian Neely. We got a laugh from Audie Olson, and a wow from Dream. So I want to thank everyone for joining us. We are going to rotate things up as we move forward. We might have even some audience members come on as a one-time crew member. To kind of to join us here and bounce in and out, maybe a red shirt. Well, they're not red.
A gold shirt.
A gold shirt, yeah. But I want to thank everyone for joining us. I also want to give a big thank you. I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the stream to our other crewmate, our auxiliary crew, Adam, part of ATM. He's been working hard on 100 different things and decided to donate some extra time into helping me with this. So he has been kind of in and out of being sick as well. And so we just wanted to throw a big thanks to him too, since he couldn't be here. But be sure to join us at a date to be determined for the next episode. We'll probably do this roughly monthly, depending on what our schedules are. I'm thinking what monthly is a good time frame, if that works for everybody else.
In theory.
I mean, Captain's got a sock in his mouth.
Sorry, I want to be respectful. Look, yes, next on the 20th, I do have a program scheduled, but after that, are we looking at July 4th weekend?
Probably not a good weekend.
Probably not a good weekend.
A lot of people are going to have family plans.
Do either the weekend before or the weekend after.
Probably the weekend after.
I will be unavailable for virtually anything the weekend of July 12th. That's my anniversary.
That's next one. So the weekend before.
The 18th.
Yeah.
That's my anniversary, and my wife would quite literally murder me if I tried to do something.
I can't see that.
Yeah, I can't either. but there's seriousness in that. If you guys want to end it, and then we can talk real quick offline.
Yep. Yeah, we don't got to determine it right now.
Yeah, tune in next episode when I try to get the ensign killed.
Oh God!
Wait.
Zeba.
So announcement for the prize winner.
Oh, we were going to do that. We do need to get that out right quick. Since go ahead and announce that, Rope. Who won?
Miranda Moore is who ended up winning on that one.
Miranda Moore won our 500 follower All Tower Media giveaway.
Yeah, and
so what you win?
She's getting. She opted for some merchandise from our store, and Josh is putting together the care package. It's getting sent over to me, and then I'll be delivering it to her.
Oh,
she's
put that
here local.
Nice.
That means DA and I have to do the same thing for our channels, and we haven't done it yet. We have to talk to you.
You guys do whatever you guys want to do.
You set you set your bar. You meet your challenge. I don't know.
Josh Dalton just threw us another like.
Hell yeah!
Thanks,
General.
We are going to go ahead and end the stream, closing hailing frequencies. See the Rizon on another day.
Sounds good. Gonna end it.